everybody, from Ray and B. Dillard Field here on the campus of North Greenville University. Welcome to the NCAA Division II Southeast Super Regional. The number 1 team in the land, the North Greenville Crusaders, the number 9 team in the country, the Columbus State Cougars, about to do battle here, best 2 out of 3 to get to next week's Division II College World Series in Cary, North Carolina. Hi, I'm Dan Scott. Good to be back with you and looking forward to a couple of really good days of baseball. Single game today, noon game tomorrow, and then if a third game is necessary, they will line it up and play about an hour after that first game is wrapped up. These are 2 dominant teams, and we're going to be talking a lot about that as we go through the course of the broadcast today. Umpires and managers are at home plate exchanging lineups, so let's go through the starting lineups for you first. For Columbus State, coming out of the Peach Belt Conference, they are 45-11 on the season. Isaac Boughton leads it off at shortstop. Batting second, the DH, Colby Brabston. Robert Brooks catches and hits third. The cleanup hitter is first baseman Stephen Metter. Batting number 5 at third base, David Meadows. Derek Wiley in right field will hit 6th. The left fielder and 7 hitter is Wynn Johns. Matthew McDade at second base will hit 8th. And batting 9th in center, Connor Curley. Again for the Cougars, Boughton at short, Brabston the DH, Brooks behind the plate. Metter at first, Meadows at third, Wiley in right, with Johnson left, McDade at second, and Curley in center on the mound, Noah Windhorst. More about him in just a bit. North Greenville has taken the field. Their lineup, 48-9 out of the Conference Carolinas. Their overall record, number 1 in the country. Garrick Octavio will lead off at second base. Ethan Stringer bats second in left field. Pat Monteith will hit third and play third. Batting cleanup in right field, Mark Kloop. Josh Center will be in center field. Batting number 5, hitting 6th at first base, Zach Zara. Jordan Holiday is the DH this afternoon, hitting 7th. The 8 hitter is catcher Jax Cash. And batting 9th at shortstop, Corey Bivens. One more time for North Greenville. Octavio at second, Stringer in left, Monteith at third. Kloop in right, center in center, Zara at first with Holiday the DH, Cash behind the plate, and Bivens at shortstop. And on the mound, waiting for the traffic to alleviate itself at home plate so he can begin his warm-ups, is sophomore right-hander Reese Fields. He was the pitcher of the year in Conference Carolinas. He is making his 18th start. He has 2 complete games. 9-2 the record, 398 earned run average. He has thrown 83 2/3 innings on the season, allowed 76 hits, 45 runs, 37 earned. He's got a really good strikeout to walk ratio, 83 strikeouts, just 24 bases on balls. Does have 16 wild pitches and has hit 9 batters, and the opposition hitting .239 against him. North Greenville got here by virtue of winning the regional tournament it hosted last week. They had to come out of the losers bracket and beat Lenore Rhine twice to do it. And this Columbus State team did not win its conference tournament, but they did win the regional tournament last weekend and knocked out defending national champion Wingate to do it. The last 2 times these teams have met in the postseason, a year ago and back in 2018, Columbus State has eliminated North Greenville. Last year it was in the regional here, beat them by a score of 10-9 in an elimination game, and back in 2018 knocked them off twice, and the guy who is the pitching coach for Columbus State, Perez Knowles, did the damage on the mound for the Cougars in that series. Throw goes down to second base, and we are ready to play some baseball. NCAA Division II Southeast Super Regional. Isaac Boughton will step in, and he is ready to lead it off. He has had a good season. First team All Peach Belt, As a shortstop, 317, 10 homers, and 41 RBIs. Fields ready to go to work on him. He winds, and the first pitch of this Super Regional is on the inside corner, a strike. And we are underway, 3:07 p.m. Officially our first pitch here this afternoon. Here comes the 0-1, and it's lined into right field. That'll drop in front of Kloop for a base hit, and Boughton, the leadoff base runner here in the top of the first inning. Defensively, for North Greenville, it's Zach Zara at first, Garrick Octavio at second, Corey Bivens at short, Pat Monteith at third. Left to right in the outfield, Corey Stringer, Josh Center, and Marek Kloop. Jax Cash behind the plate. You will note the absence of John Michael Fail. Tore his meniscus in the early stages of the conference tournament. Had arthroscopic surgery. If they make it to the College World Series, they believe he will be able to play in a designated hitter capacity. Pitches outside to the left-handed batting sophomore DH Colby Brabston. 298 on the season, 10 homers, and 38 runs batted in. Just a bit of an open stance, sets up very deep in the batter's box. Fields with the 1-0. And it's on the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. Four-man umpire crew for this Super Regional. Gary Keller calling balls and strikes. Bobby Dunnigan at first base, Trevor Henson at second, Kevin Spivey down at third. 77 degrees and partly cloudy here at game time. That ball's fouled straight back. Check on that temperature. It seemed a little warmer than 77 when I was out there a little while ago. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But no, it has been confirmed, 77 degrees. 3 defenders to the right of second base, and the big breaking ball drops on the outside corner, strike 3, and Brabston is the first out of the inning. 1 down for Robert Brooks. This is a young man who puts up some awfully impressive numbers. 394 batting average, 21 home runs, 83 runs batted in. He is a stocky, powerfully built young man. And is one of those guys who's in scoring position when he walks to the plate. Throw over to first, and diving back to the bag is Boughton. One out, one on, top of the first inning. Fields with the first pitch to Brooks, and a little slider got the outside corner for a strike. Slider, a cutter, something along those lines. Oh, and 1 the count. Fields with a long hold and the pitch. Another breaking ball. He hung that one, and Brooks turned on it and lined it foul down the left field line. And Fields got away with one. He's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Not the guy you want to make a mistake to, Robert Brooks. Remember the regional last year, one of the storylines was the offensive prowess between he and John Michael Fail. And with Fail out, you're taking 15 home runs and 81 RBIs out of the North Greenville lineup. But both of these teams, impressive numbers up and down. Fastball is skied to right, shallow toward the line. Kloop gazing skyward, kind of side straddle hopping his way toward the right field line to make the catch, and they are 2 away. Now here's Stephen Mitter, the cleanup hitter and the junior first baseman, another first-team All-Peach Belt Conference performer. 378, 14 home runs, 69 RBIs. Boughton leading at first. He led off the inning with a single. He is still there with 2 outs, and that breaking ball stays a little bit upstairs. Talked about the power. 108 home runs for this Columbus State team. North Greenville with 86. One of the things, though, that jumps off the stat page at you. Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball down and away. Good hard slider. The number of times Cougar batters have been hit by pitches this season, 79 coming into the game. Led by the guy who made the first out of the inning, Colby Brapson, who's been hit 20 times. Swing and a miss and another slider. North Greenville hitters have been hit a total of 55 times, 79 times in 57 games. Cougar hitters have had flesh meet baseball, or baseball meet flesh, I suppose. Here's the 1-2. Tried to slide her again, and this time he wouldn't chase it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Should Minter reach, David Meadows would be on deck, or would be next. He's in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And a slider in the dirt that time, 3-2. I will say in the dirt, but I qualify it by saying the only actual dirt anywhere on this field is the pitcher's mound. Everything else is AstroTurf, field turf. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so the runner at first moving on the pitch. There he goes, and it's fouled out of play down the right field line. So the battle continues. Fields again with the payoff. Again, the runner goes, and a ground ball by the mound to the left for the shortstop, Bivens, who picks and throws, and he got him. And the inning is over. They get a hit, strand a runner. We've played a half inning here in Tigerville. It's Columbus State nothing, and North Greenville coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning, and North Greenville getting ready to hit for the first time. You see the lineup, those of you watching on screen. We ran through it a little while ago. I will tell you about Noah Windhorst, the starting pitcher, making his 17th start for Columbus State. He's 8-3 and a .463 earned run average. No complete games, 89 in the third innings, 99 hits, 52 runs. 46 of those earned. Has struck out 71, walked 30, and opponents hitting .278 against him. He completes his warm-ups, and the ball goes down to second base. And the North Greenville offense will get their first crack at things here this afternoon. Garrick Octavio, Ethan Stringer, Pat Monteith, top third of the batting order.
Leading off for the Crusaders, the second baseman, number 1, Garrick Octavio.
Octavio, leadoff hitter, second baseman. Kind of the spark plug of this offense, hitting .342. A home run and 26 RBIs. On base percentage of .490, helped out by his 51 bases on balls. Takes it high and away, a ball. left-handed batting senior. Got a chance to talk to his dad, Luke, who made the flight from Hilo, Hawaii, multiple flights from Hilo, Hawaii to get here. Strike called on the inside corner. Mom Cheryl and the rest of the family back in Hilo, nervously watching as this Super Regional gets underway here in Tigerville. Ball and a strike to Octavio, the wind of the pitch. Fastball outside. Brooks held it. Did not get a call from Keller, the home plate umpire, 2-1. Luke was telling me that he had to fly from Hilo to Maui, Maui to San Francisco. Breaking ball down and in. Had a layover in San Francisco to Newark, New Jersey. Had another unexpected layover there before he could get his flight into Greenville. He had to get a new flight. And then sat on the tarmac for 30 minutes in Greenville because the planes were backed up before he could disembark. He was supposed to get into Greenville at 8 a.m. yesterday. He got in about 6 p.m., but he's here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. And it's in the air to left, moving towards the gap. Now waiting on it is Wynn Johns, and he pulls it in for the first out of the inning. Johns in left, Connor Curley in center, Derek Wiley in right, the outfield alignment for Columbus State. Stephen Minner, Matthew McDade, Isaac Boughton, David Meadows, first, second, short, and third on the infield. Robert Brooks behind the plate.
Ethan Stringer.
1 out, here's Ethan Stringer. Should mention that the wind is blowing in at a fairly good clip here today, and it has been since I got on side about 3 hours before first pitch. They went through batting practice, and it appeared to be at times having an effect on the flight of the baseball. No balls and a strike. And now time called for some reason, but now we're given the go-ahead. Windhorse with the 0-1. And he took a little bit off, it missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two teams that are extremely familiar with one another. One hopper back to the mound. Windhorse will jog toward first, underhand to Mitter. Stringer's retired, and they are 2 away. 1-3 on the put out. 2 outs, nothing going on. Here's Pat Monteith.
Number 5, Pat Monteith.
He's had a very nice sophomore year. .333, 11 home runs, a couple of big ones in the just completed regional. 45 runs batted in. And he takes a breaking ball that floats in for a strike. No score, bottom of the first inning. Windhorse trying to set the Crusaders down in order. And a swing and a foul to the backstop. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Marek Kloop, who is on deck, shows off his soccer ability as he walks over and kicks the ball back to the third base dugout. The 0-2, breaking ball low, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Outfield straightaway. Infield back all the way around Monteith, waiting on the 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball backs up on him, misses inside. 2-2. Windhorse staring from behind his glove, the 2-2 pitch. And he got in on his fist, a flare into right field that will drop for a base hit. Wiley, the right fielder, had thoughts about trying to come in and make a diving catch on him, but wisely decided to hold up. Monteith dumps a Texas leaguer into right, and that will extend the inning for the Conference Carolinas Player of the Year, Marek Kloop. 412, 12 home runs, 71 runs batted in, 20 doubles, 3 triples. He has been just an incredible force in this lineup. Turning to throw to first and diving back is Monteith. He and John Michael Fell, until Fell's injury in the conference tournament. Fell hitting third, Kloop hitting cleanup for most of the year. As potent a 1-2 combination as you're going to find at this level, or really at any level. Out in front of a changeup on the swing, no balls and a strike. His dad, Vladimir, who coaches over in the Czech Republic, got a chance to come in and watch the regional tournament last week, and after he and I have been corresponding back and forth for a year, we finally got to meet in person. He came and joined us at a Greenville Drive broadcast for a little while. Mark started his collegiate career at North Carolina State, and the Drive starting left fielder Tyler McDonough was a teammate of Kloop's there. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and Marek is down now, no balls and 2 strikes. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. Pat Monteith over at first with 2 down. And Kloop in a no ball, 2 strike hole. Windhorse with the pawns at the belt and the pitch. And he got him again on the slider. Rolls away from Brooks, who picks it up, throws a little high to first, but men are able to go up and get it. And the inning is over. Strikeout swinging, 2-3 on the putout. Each team gets a hit and strands a runner in the first. We move to the second. No score in Tigerville.
Fans, you can now access the official NCAA digital game program on your mobile devices, tablet, or laptop free of charge. All you need to do is visit ncaa.com/game programs for an inside look at today's championship.
Regardless of who you're rooting for, we'd love to hear from you. Email address is thedanscottshow@gmail.com, thedanscottshow@gmail.com, or if Twitter's your thing, Dan Scott Show is the Twitter handle. And we like to play our long-distance listener/viewer of the game, understanding that Hawaii and the Czech Republic are in a category all their own. Here is David Meadows, the number 5 hitter, leading it off here in the second inning, and first pitch swinging. He fouls it off to the right. Meadows, .333, a home run, 40 runs batted in. He was a second-team Peach Belt Conference performer. And the 0-1 is low and outside. One and one the count. Fields bringing it plateward, and a foul ball out of here right side. It's 1-2. That was another ball that Fields kind of got away with a little bit. Fastball up and out over the plate. He hung a breaking ball to Robert Brooks in the first inning that Brooks lined hard but foul down the left field line. Breaking ball down and away. 2-2. They have the shift on for the right-handed batter, Octavio, the second baseman, playing directly behind the second base bag. 2-2 pitch is chopped in the hole where he should have been, the other way into right field for a base hit. I say should have been, the normal defensive alignment. So Meadows fouls up the shift, and the second straight inning, they have a leadoff base runner. Now Derek Wiley, another of the first-team all-conference performers for this Cougar club. 340, 18 home runs, which was second to the 21 pounded by Brooks. 64 RBIs, third on the team. And Fields bringing the first pitch plateward, and it's a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball down and away. No score. We are in the top half of the second inning. First game of this Southeast Super Regional. Runner goes, pitch is taken down and away, throw down, and they got it. Head first slide, didn't get him there. Jack's cash to Garrig Octavio. 2-4 in the caught stealing. And there's one out and the bases are empty. A ball and a strike now to Derek Wiley. And that ball's lined foul down the right field side. 1-2. Fields back to the windup. 1-2 pitch and the slider down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wynn Johns, the number 7 hitter, waiting on deck. Break-even pitch. And it's lined past the diving Monteith at third into left field for a base hit. That was another hanging breaking ball. And Wiley scorched it past Monteith. He's at first with 1 out for the aforementioned Johns. All of the all-conference performers in this lineup, and this sophomore has had himself a nice season. 336, 8 homers, and 44 runs batted in. 9 doubles. Right-handed batter holds it up high up around the helmet, and he turns on another hanging breaking ball and hits it very deep, but very foul down the left field line. Fields has thrown some good sliders. He has had some breaking balls hang on him here early on. Ready with the 0-1. And that's a good one. Swing and a miss right over top of it. No balls and 2 strikes. It's funny, you do the Greenville Drive, the high A affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. It's been a long time between North Greenville games. You get accustomed to certain things. Fastball is up. Number 1 at the high A level, they are operating under pace of play rules, which includes a pitch clock. 14 seconds with nobody on, 18 seconds with a runner on base. And you can only step off or throw over as a pitcher 2 times. The third time, if you throw over and don't get him, it's a balk. Fly ball back into right. Kloop getting back there and a couple of steps shy of the warning track makes the catch, and they are 2 down. But the other thing is there is no shift, at least as we have come to know it, at the minor league level now. You have to have 2 defenders on each side of second base, and they cannot be in the outfield. They have to have their feet on the infield dirt. And I say that because for the second straight hitter, Octavio, the second baseman, while he is still to the right of second base, he is 3 or 4 steps onto the outfield turf. Here's Matthew McDade with 2 down and a runner at first. 271 hitter. And the first pitch is popped up. Shallow center. Going back is Octavio and playing the wind a little bit as it pushes it back toward the right side. The second baseman puts it away and the inning is over. So they get 2 hits, only strand 1 because of the caught stealing. And in the middle of the second, no score.
Tell the world you are here. Share your experiences. Connect with other fans and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite teams. For more information, visit ncaa.com/social to learn more.
Five, 6, and 7 for North Greenville as we move on to the bottom of the second inning. Josh Center, Zach Zara, and Jordan Holiday.
Now batting this center fielder, number 19,
Josh Center leading it off at 297, 11 homers, 51 RBIs. Strikeout numbers are high, but this guy has a knack of getting big hits when they're needed. And there's a line drive base hit into center field to start the second inning. And he also has been from flawless to spectacular defensively in center field all season long. We'll talk more about that later on. Here's Zach Zara. He's getting the start at first, of course, with John Michael Fail out of the lineup. It's caused some moving around. Zara playing defensively at first and Jordan Holiday in the on-deck circle at the DH spot. Zara's a sophomore hitting 296. He takes it just off the plate outside a ball. Shortstop Boughton will shade him toward the bag, and Meadows at third pulled into the edge of the infield turf. Throw over and diving back is Center. 24 stolen bases. He's only been caught twice on the season. That's the thing with this North Greenville club, and to a certain extent, Columbus State as well. You talk about all the power numbers and all of that production, but they will be very aggressive on the base paths. 2 balls and no strikes to Zara. 3 members of this North Greenville lineup with 20 or more steals. Here's the 2-0, and Zara takes a breaking ball that stays outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Robert Brooks asked for time and jogs out. I think Noah Windhorst wanted at least 2 of those first 3 pitches, including that breaking ball, and didn't get it. So his catcher going to go out and kind of calm him down a little bit. But in the Columbus State lineup, they have Connor Curley with 19 steals, Meadows with 24, Miller with 12. So both of these teams will try to make things happen in multiple ways offensively. The 3-0 to Zara is a strike called on the inside corner. He was jumping away from the pitch. He had already tossed the bat aside, and Jordan Holiday will go get it and bring it back to him, 3-1. The umpires in the stands on both sides getting an early workout here this afternoon. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Nope, a turn and a throw to first, and again back hands first is Josh Center. No score here on the bottom of the second inning. First game of the Division II Southeast Super Regional. The 3-1, and Zara swinging a foul tip held onto by Brooks. It's 3-2. And quite honestly, home plate umpire Gary Keller probably missed the pitch on 3-0 it was inside, but I think he also missed the breaking ball on the previous pitch. Runner goes on 3-2, and Zara fouls it back. So if you want to look at it that way, the two calls even themselves out. I'm not sure that's how either side wants to look at it. So from ahead 3-0, now Zara about to face a 3-2 pitch. Josh Center diving back to the bag as the throw goes over to first. Outfield pretty much straight away for the left-handed batting sophomore. Long pause by Windhorst. Runner not going, and there is a flare. Left center field. That is going to drop for a base hit. And it gets by both the right fielder and the center fielder, and both runners are going to advance a base. That was a classic case of I got it, you take it. The ball hit, and as I look at it, took a left-hand turn, was not touched by either defender. And I suppose that's going to be scored a double all the way for Zach Zara. They're at second and third now with nobody out. Jordan Holiday. Landon Powell was telling me there was some thought about Holiday not being in the starting lineup today until he saw the round of batting practice that he had. And he waves at a changeup. No balls and a strike. 292. 10 homers, 31 RBIs. He missed 10 games with a hip injury. Big, strong right-handed batter. Chance to get his team on the board here. Second and third, nobody out. The pitch. And a line drive, right center field. That will hang up for Derek Wiley to make the play. Throw coming to the plate, not in time. It gets by the catcher, and that will allow Zach Zara to move up. Now he's going to try to score, coming all the way around. Head first slide, and he's safe. The pitcher, Noah Windhorst, was late coming to the plate. Hunter Dilworth kept bringing Zara, and Brooks, with a mad dash, diving to try and beat Zara to the plate. He could not. And 2-run score on the play. Sacrifice fly for Jordan Holiday to drive in 1 run. And then a throwing error on the left fielder. Derek Wiley allows Zara to come all the way around from second to score. Boy, aggressive base running here early in this ball game, and it pays off for North Greenville.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Jax Cash.
Jax Cash will bat with 1 out and the base is empty. Pressed into the starting catcher role now that John Michael Fail is out. Has been a guy who has pitched a game on the weekends and caught a game on the weekends in the regular season, hitting .339, 3 homers and 24 RBIs. He takes ball 1 outside. 2-0. North Greenville on top here in the bottom of the second. And that pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Cash, a right-handed batter. Corey Bibbins, the number 9 man on deck. Windhorst with the 2-0. Change-up misses low, ball 3. Was talking with someone today earlier on site here about pitching for this series. There's a strike call on the outside corner. Both teams should be well rested, and the leash will be very short for starting pitchers in this 2-game series, or 3-game series, best 2 out of 3. 3-1 pitch, and it's on the outside corner, strike 2. Gary Keller's strike zone has been a little bit inconsistent here in the early going. Payoff pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Towards right center is Curley, and the center fielder on the run will make the catch. And there are 2 down. Now Corey Bivens with 2 away. This kind of guy you like having hitting your 9-hole. 333, 11 homers, and 48 runs batted in. 10 doubles and a triple. 2-0 North Greenville. And the first pitch is in the air toward the right field line. Wiley chasing into foul territory, and he can't get there. Down beyond the bullpen. Banging into the fence, went down, but he appears to be up and okay. Chases down the baseball and lobs it back in toward the infield. By the way, a base hit here by Bivens would make that second run earned. It's unearned at the moment. Breaking ball down and away, 1-1 because of the throwing error, but a base hit even with 2 outs could still make it an earned run. Windhorse misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to Bivens. Leadoff hitter Garrig Octavio waiting on deck. And there's a big bounding ball fair right at the third base bag, and a nice play by Meadows to backhand and throw out Bivens, and the inning is over. But the Crusaders strike first here in the second. 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, and nobody left. And after 2, North Greenville on top, 2-0.
Sports wagering has the potential to undermine the integrity of intercollegiate athletics and jeopardize the welfare of student athletes. For more information about the NCAA sports wagering educational resources, go to don'tbeton.org.
Top of the third inning, it is a 2-0 North Greenville lead. It'll be 9-1-2 for Columbus State. Want to say hello to Dan and Paulie Lumen of Midvale, Idaho, grandparents of Columbus State's Peyton Burton. Note sent in by Brad Campbell, so hello to Dan and Paulie out in Idaho. Got us tuned in. TheDanScottShow@gmail.com is the email address. Dan Scott Show on Twitter, if that's your thing. So Reese Fields has been given a 2-0 lead to protect. Here comes the number 9 hitter, Connor Curley. Left-handed batting junior, 309. He's driven in 28 runs. Monteith will come in a couple of steps on the infield portion of the turf at third. Bivens shading well up the middle. Octavio about 6-7 feet out in short right field for the left-handed batter, and Fields misses down and in a ball. Overcast, wind still blowing in. You can hear it occasionally in the crowd mic. That breaking ball's down and away. And actually, overcast here is not bad, because at this time of year where the sun sets, as we would look at it out in right center field, ball 3 down and in. The last two games I've done here, there has been about a 10 to 15 minute sun delay because it becomes so difficult to see at the plate. There's ball 4, and Reese Fields walks the number 9 hitter on 4 consecutive pitches to lead off this third inning. That's the third straight inning the Cougars have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Kind of a dangerous way to live if you're a pitcher. Back to the top of the order, Isaac Boughton hit the second pitch of the game into right field for a base hit, but was left stranded at first. Right-handed batter, and Fields taking a long time looking in now. Boughton steps out and right back in. Crusader right-hander ready to go to work, and the first pitch is upstairs a ball. That's 5 in a row out of the zone. Two nothing, North Greenville on top. As we play here in the top half of the third inning. The 1-0. There's a strike swinging on a good slider down and away. Ball and a strike. Giving him a bit of room out in left center. Josh Center, the center fielder, a couple of steps toward the gap in right center. Monteith deep and toward the line at third. Fields with the 1-1, and he got in on his fist and popped him up. Behind the mound, Octavio calling off Bivens, and the second baseman makes the play. There's one out. And Colby Bradston struck out looking his first time up. Mention of the 79 times that Cougar batters have been hit by a pitch this season. He's been plunked 20 of those. Stands very close to the plate. Left-handed batter's box. Fields will throw over to first base. Octavio again out on the outfield turf and pulled toward the hole at second for the left-handed batter. Bivens almost behind the second base bag at short. Breaking ball drops on the outside corner, 0-1. Noon start tomorrow for game 2, and then if game 3 is needed, 45 minutes to an hour after the completion of that one. Winner goes to the Division II College World Series next weekend. Beginning next weekend in Cary, North Carolina. Played at the USA Baseball Complex there. Ball and a strike. One on, one out for Georgia, or for Columbus State rather. 2-0 North Greenville, the 1-1. Fouled off to the left, just beyond the third base dugout, and Fields ahead 1-2. Now Bivens has moved to the first base side of second. The 1-2 pitch is hit in the air, the left center, but that's the way Josh Center was playing, and he lopes over to make the catch, and they are 2 down. Was playing shallow and shading him that way, and an easy catch for the Crusader center fielder. And here's Robert Brooks, who flied to Kloop in right his first time up. I mean, just look at this guy, and stereotypically he just looks like a catcher. I mentioned stockily built, not all that tall. Powerful young man, 21 homers, 83 RBIs. And he hits it on the ground to short. Bivens will go the short route. Get the force and Curley at second, and the inning is over. So again, the leadoff hitter aboard. Again, Columbus State can do nothing with it, and we are in the middle of the third. 2-0 North Greenville.
Fans, take home a unique souvenir from today's championship. Visit the NCAA on the first base line for great championship gear and memorabilia.
Two 2-0 North Greenville, bottom of the third inning, and the Crusaders will have the top of the order up. Octavio, Stringer, and Monteith against Noah Windhorse. They got 2 runs off of him in the second, 1 earned, 1 unearned.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Garrick Octavio.
Talked about Luke Octavio being here. Wife Cheryl, Garrick's mom, is not. She made the sacrifice so Luke could come, and then made fun of him because of the flight issues he had. Said it was what he gets for coming without her. But she's watching with a bunch of her co-workers, and Garrick's very first T-ball coach, Lance Kotake, I hope I pronounced that last name right, is watching as well. Ball and a strike. Octavio flied to left his first time up. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. And that one is hit high and deep and foul down the right field line. Got out in front of one, 2-2. Windhorse with the break-even pitch, and fouls away a breaking ball, does Octavio. 2-2. And that changeup misses low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hits are even at 3. Columbus State has committed the game's only error thus far, and has played a role in this 2-0 lead for North Greenville. Payoff pitch and a breaking ball, top towards first. Easy play for Minder as he takes the big second hop to the bag. And there's 1 out. Now Ethan Stringer, who bounced back to the mound in the first inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Ethan Stringer.
First pitch from Windhorse, swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. And the 0-1 shows bunt, and he pops it foul back to the screen. Pitch was up and in. No balls and 2 strikes. takes a walk back behind the plate, settling back in the right-handed batter's box. Talked about the pace of play rules that we're playing under at the minor league level. Pitches outside, 1 and 2. Not only does the pitch clock come into play at 14 or 18 seconds, depending on whether someone's on base or not, but the batter has to be in the box by the 9-second mark. And if he's not, a strike is automatically called. Fly ball back into center field. Curley going back, moving a bit to his right, and as he steps onto the warning track, makes the catch. Stringer gave it a ride, but came up a little bit short, 2 down. And I got to tell you, I did not think that I would be a fan of it, but it has taken a lot of what I call the nonsense out of baseball. It'll be interesting to see how they apply the rules when it gets to the big leagues next season. Monteith takes a breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike. Probably will adjust the length of the clock with runners on base and the number of what they call disengagements, I would think. Foul straight back, had a pretty good pitch to hit there, and he's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. But it has taken games that were routinely 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3.5 hours, and shaving anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes off of them, sometimes even more. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-0 North Greenville, 2 outs, nobody on, and there's strike 3 called. Monty not happy with the call, but that's too close of a pitch to take with 2 strikes. That's the 2nd strikeout for Windhorse, and we have completed 3 here in Tigerville, Southeast Super Regional. North Greenville on top in game 1, 2-0.
At this time, we proudly request that any current or former members of our armed forces please stand to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these brave men and women who have given so much to serve our country. Thank you.
Three-inning totals for North Greenville, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And for Columbus State, no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. Middle third of the batting order. Menor, Meadows, and Wiley due up for the Cougars. Had a base hit leading off the 2nd inning, but was erased by Jax Cash. Threw him out trying to steal 2nd. Fields winds in the first pitch. Breaking ball down and away, ball 1. That was the 44th pitch of the afternoon so far for Reese Fields, so he's been fairly pitch efficient, despite the fact that they've had the leadoff hitter aboard in each inning. 2 balls and no strikes. Caught stealing ended up being a big play in that 2nd inning. One hopper backhanded by Bivens. Long throw, and he got it. Nice play by the shortstop. because after Meadows was thrown out, or Minner was thrown out stealing, this guy, David Meadows, I'm sorry, let's back up. It was Meadows who was thrown out stealing. And then Derek Wiley, who's on deck now, had to follow up base hit. So all that stuff I said about Stephen Minner applies to David Meadows. He had the base hit leading off. It's the first time in 4 innings that the leadoff man's been retired. Breaking ball in the dirt outside, ball 1. Shows bunt, and he does so foul over by the third base dugout. Ball and a strike. Reese Fields winds and delivers, and that breaking ball backed up on him. 2-1, stayed up and in. Right-hander bringing it. Low, ball 3. So 3-1 the count. Meadows trying to become a 1-out base runner. Fields a long look into Cash. Now the 3-1 pitch. Fastball right in there, 3-2. Don't know what Meadows was looking for, but it obviously was not a belt-high fastball down the middle, because that's what he got. Here's the payoff. And it's grounded by the mound. Bivens to his left. Tricky hop, hangs with it. Quick throw, not in time. Ball took an extra hop off the turf, kind of an in-between hop. And Meadows, who can run, beat it out. He's 2 for 2. Now Wiley, who had that base hit in the second inning and was left stranded.
The right fielder, number 9, Derek Wiley.
Fields back to the stretch, and his first pitch to Wiley. Breaking ball, and he hit it high and deep. Left center field, Josh Center to the wall, it is gone. And with one swing of the bat, it's a tie game at 2-2. And we talked about it in the early innings that Reese Fields had gotten away with hanging a breaking ball on 2 or 3 occasions. He did not get away with that one. Wiley's 19th of the season, RBIs 65 and 66. And it's a 2-2 ball game. Wasn't a whole lot of doubt about it either. Nice compact swing. Now here's Wynn Johns. He flied to right his first time up, and he shoots one foul that way. No balls in a strike. Look out. Line drive foul off the facing of the near end of the first base dugout. Sent him scattering there. Colby Brabson, the DH, almost got picked off on that one. There's a ball hit back into center. Josh Center got turned around a little bit, but he's waiting on it. And they are 2 down. Line drive, a lot of top spin, not much carry. Well, the quality of these two teams, you have to expect that being behind a run or 2, maybe 3, not going to phase either one of them. Matthew McDade takes a breaking ball in the outside corner of strike. That's why this promises to be such a fun series. Two great teams. Berth in the College World Series on the line, swing and a miss. And I've been fortunate enough to call several super regionals at the Division I level. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside. The stadiums are larger, the crowds are bigger, but the game means just as much. The intensity and the focus just as on point for these teams as they are at that level. Fastball a little bit up, 2-2. If you look up and down the rosters of these two teams, they both have a lot of players with experience at the D1 level. Breaking ball down and away. And it's gone full at 3-2. Here's the payoff, and he struck him out swinging. Got him to chase that slider down and away, and the inning is over, but Columbus State answers the two-run home run by Derek Wiley. And we are tied at 2 in the middle of the fourth. Well, Crusaders coming to bat. It is a 2-2 ball game. Marek Kloop, Josh Center, Zach Zara, middle third of the batting order. Kloop struck out swinging his first time up. He lines this one into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. He's going to take a big turn and slam on the brakes as Connor Curley, the center fielder, went up the ladder to get it on the turf hop and quickly get it back to the infield. So his first pitch of the fourth inning was number 53 of the game for Windhorst. And now Josh Center, who singled and scored his first time up. Say hello to my buddy Jimmy Williams, who I've had the pleasure of working with the last few years in my broadcasting job at Furman. Look out, that pitch hits center. And he will go on down the first base the hard way. And the Crusaders have the first two on here in the fourth. Jimmy just named the head basketball coach at Anderson University. Excited about the opportunity he's getting. Good to have him tuned in. Good to have you tuned in wherever you are. Here's Zach Zard. Had that bloop double and scored a hustle run on a throwing error on the base, on the sacrifice fly by Holiday that scored Josh Center in the second inning. Time called at the plate. 2 on, nobody out in a 2-2 game. Columbus State just tied it. North Greenville trying to retake the lead, and a breaking ball in the outside corner, a strike. No balls in the strike. And again, time called at the plate, this time initiated by catcher Robert Brooks. Now the 0-1. Zara pops it foul off third. That will be out of the reach of the third baseman Meadows over at the dugout railing. That looked like a pitch that Zara could have turned on, and instead it appeared that he tried to inside out it and go the other way. There is a sizable hole on the left side of the infield and a lot of real estate out in left center. But he's behind now, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out, and a bluff back to second by Noah Windhorst. There's nobody throwing in their bullpen, but there is somebody standing down there. The 0-2, and he slaps one foul the other way to stay alive. Now they've closed up that gap in left center a little bit, giving him one in right center field if he were to turn on one. Again, the 0-2, and he lays off a changeup in the dirt. They appeal down to third base umpire Kevin Spivey, but he didn't go. 1-2. Bottom of the 4th inning, and a 2-2 ball game. First game of this Division II Southeast Super Regional. Best 2 out of 3 for a berth in the College World Series. The 1-2 pitch. And he stays alive again, fouling a pitch off. Probably off the plate outside, but not taking any chances. North Greenville looking for its first ever trip to the College World Series. Here's the 1-2, and another foul straight back. Columbus State has been there 4 times under 25th year head coach Greg Appleton. They won it in 2002. They were runner-up in both 2007 and 2012. The 1-2 pitch in the air down the left field line. That'll twist foul and out of play. Appleton coming into play today. His record at Columbus State, 897 and 461. Overall in his legendary career, 1,024 wins, 539 losses. Year number 25 at Columbus State. Windhorst again, the 1-2 pitch, and Zara grounds it by the mound. That's trouble. Backhanded by the second baseman. Flip to second for one, and the relay not in time. Zara able to beat it out in a bang-bang play at first. Kloop moves up to third. Center is out 4-6 for the first out of the inning at second base. And they're on the corners now for Jordan Holiday. And Greg Appleton going to come out and have a word with first base umpire Bobby Dunnigan. It was a close play, very close play. Zara got the benefit of the call. Appleton standing hands on hips as the conversation continues. And now he'll turn and make his way back to the first base dugout. So instead of 2 outs and a runner at third, they're on the corners now with 1 down. And here's Holiday, who drove in the first run with the sacrifice fly, and Zara scored all the way from second base when the throw got away at the plate and nobody covered home plate. First pitch to Holiday, and cues it off the end of the bat foul. Say hello to Chauncey Lynn Agbayani, Garrett Octavio's sister, and his nephew Bryce Elias also watching in Hilo. 2-2 ball game. Crusaders with an opportunity here to regain the lead. First and third, one out. The 0-1 to Holiday, and he swings and he hits it in the air to left. Playable for Johns. Should be deep enough to score the runner Kloop from third. The throw will go into second. Holiday with his second sacrifice fly. And the Crusaders do indeed regain the lead at 3-2. Holiday, 2 trips to the plate, 2 sacrifice flies. And now with Zara, the lone runner at first base and 2 down, Jax Cash will bat. He flied to center his first time up. The home plate umpire has taken his little notebook out and is making a note about something about a third of the way up the first baseline. He keeps looking out toward the Columbus State defense. I don't know what exactly he's writing in his little book there, but he is back behind the plate. And Cash, who flied to center back in the second inning, will step up. 3-2, North Greenville on top here, bottom of the fourth. And a throw to first, and Zara dives back. And just after Mark Kloop scores the go-ahead run, Dad Vladimir checks in with us from the Czech Republic. Guy put in some miles on the plane last week. Swing and a miss. Good slider by Windhorse. It was a 65th pitch. 2 outs deep into the fourth inning. No balls and a strike to Cash. The 0-1. Change up down and away. 1-1. Curley in center will move a bit towards right center, opening up just a tad bit more room towards the gap in left center. 1-1 pitch. And in the dirt, good stop by Brooks, shifting off to his left, or to his right rather, to short hop that one. 2-1. Zara, short lead at first base. The 2-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 3. 3-1 now. Crusaders got 2 in the second, go up 2-0. Derek Wiley, a 2-run home run in the top of this fourth inning to tie it. Crusaders have scored a run to regain the lead at 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth, have a runner at first, 2 out, and the 3-1 to Jax Cash. And a soft line drive that will be caught by the second baseman McDade, moving off to his left, and the inning is over. But the Crusaders do indeed regain the lead, and through 4, North Greenville on top by a run at 3-2.
The NCAA would like to thank official equipment suppliers, Rawlings, Smitty, and Spreadsheets for their support of NCAA championships. Their contributions help enhance the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
Well, we go to the top of the fifth. Dan Scott with you here at Ray and B. Dillard Field, Bomar Family Stadium in Tigerville. Division II Southeast Super Regional, and it is North Greenville on top. 3-2. 9-1-2 due up for Columbus State. Curley, Boughton, and Brabston.
Now batting for the Cougars, the center fielder, number 14.
Connor Curley walked his first time up, was eventually forced out at second base. First pitch from Fields is in there, breaking ball for a strike.
Go 1-3.
Line in the pitch, and a line drive down the right field line. Kloop on the run, not going to get it. It's off the wall. On his way to second, and stopping there with a leadoff double is Connor Curley. Well, he dropped the head of the bat on that one, and that one hit a little more than halfway up the wall on the fly, and that is the tying run in scoring position with nobody out in the fourth time in 5 innings that they have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Isaac Boughton has singled and popped out to second and 2 times up. So one team takes the lead, the other one threatens, and that's the way you expect it to go. Bluff back to second by Fields. By the way, that was the 9th double of the season for Connor Curley, and that breaking ball lined into left field. That's a base hit that's going to tie it up. Over toward the line is Stringer. Gets it back to the infield to hold Boughton to a single, but that was another hanging breaking ball. And Boughton hit it hard into left for a base hit. RBI number 42, and we're tied at 3. And you know what? That's what good hitters and good teams do. You make a mistake, they make you pay for it. Here's Colby Brabston, 0 for 2, a strikeout looking and a fly ball to center, and that breaking ball is outside a ball. Left-handed batting DH. And that's outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Let's go, Colby!
3-3 score here, top of the 5th inning. Runner at first, nobody out, a run in for the Cougars. And that breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike. Nothing going on bullpen-wise for either team. Fields with the 2-1 pitch. He'll throw his 69th of the game, and that breaking ball stayed upstairs. 3-1. Three 7-1 for the Cougars, 3-4-0 for the Crusaders. And getting into a dangerous part of this Columbus State batting order. Robert Brooks waiting on deck. 3-1. Down and in, ball 4. 2 on with nobody out. That's the second walk issued by Fields, and now, as mentioned, here is Robert Brooks. Timeout called as pitching coach Hunter Dilworth will make his way out to the mound. Noon tomorrow for Game 2, and then if necessary, Game 3 will be 45 minutes to an hour following that one. Cougars got here by sweeping their way through the Wingate Regional, 15-8 over Belmont Abbey, and then back-to-back wins over defending national champ Wingate, 8-5 and 8-7. Had to hold on to win that Sunday game. They had an 8-3 lead going to the 8th. Closer Peyton Burton gave up a 2-out pinch hit grand slam to Jed Bryant that brought Wingate within 1. But then when they got to the 9th, Burton retired the defending champs in order. And that's how they got here. North Greenville lost the first game to Lenore Ryan after winning the opener, then had to beat the Bears twice to get here, and they did. Morgan, or Brooks rather, takes it down and away, ball 1. 3-3 game. Columbus State has tied it here in the top of the 5th. 2 on, nobody out. And a dangerous, dangerous man at the plate. The 1-0. That breaking ball just off the plate outside and a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. Crusader leaning umpires didn't like that call, but it was low and away. The 2-0 pitch, and he pulls it foul. Hard but foul. Between the bag and coaching box at third, another breaking ball, and he turned on it. 2-1. Brooks taking his time, settling back into the box. Now waiting as Fields checks the runner at second, and the 2-1 pitch. Tried to get him to go after a changeup down, and Brooks wouldn't bite. 3-1. That's a fastball count. Let's see if that's what Brooks gets, or if Fields comes after him with something else. This guy is patient at the plate on top of everything else. 47 walks compared to 32 strikeouts on the season. Here's the 3-1. And he got a pretty good pitch to hit there, and he was spinning on it as he fouled it back to the screen. 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Let's see if maybe they'll put the runners in motion here, try to stir something up. They're in the shift for him, right side of the infield, wide open. They don't go, and it's fouled straight back, and man, did he have a cut. He was right on that fastball and fouled it straight back. One more time. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Robert Brooks, with 2 teammates aboard and nobody out here in the 5th. Score tied at 3. The payoff. And he walked him. Breaking ball in the dirt, and the bases are loaded. Back-to-back walks to load the bases. And for a Columbus State team that has not led yet in this game, a golden opportunity here with the bases loaded and nobody out. And that's going to get some action underway out in the bullpen beyond left field for North Greenville. It's hard to tell who it is from here. I'm thinking it might be Brent Herlong, though. Stephen Minner is grounded to short twice. Infield is playing back. They would exchange the go-ahead run for a double play here to try to stay out of a big inning. Field's ready with the first pitch. And it's in the air to center. Josh Center has it measured. Now coming in, runner at third tags. The throw will come to third. It will be late. And trotting in with the go-ahead run is Isaac Boughton. They want to appeal at third base, I think. That's what they were pointing to. Landon Powell out talking with third base umpire Kevin Spivey, but just as quickly heads back to the dugout. So the sacrifice fly off the bat of Minner, his 70th run batted into the season. Gets the go-ahead run in. It's 4-3 Columbus State. And now they're on the corners. Brabson at third, Brooks at first. David Meadows 2 for 2 and has scored a run. First pitch. Grounded past the diving Monteith into left field for a base hit. Brabson scores. It's a 5-3 Columbus State lead. Third hit for Meadows, his 41st RBI. And Monteith, who was playing close to the bag, diving to his left, couldn't get there. Still just one out, and here's the guy with his team down 2-0 last time up, hit a long home run, his 19th of the season to left center field that tied the game at 2. Still just one out. Fields a long look into his catcher, Jax Cash. And pitching, and the breaking ball drops on the inside corner, a strike. Cougars have doubled up the hit total, 8-4. They lead at 5-3 here in the top of the 5th. Still just one out and 2 runners on. Fastball in the dirt, knocked down by Cash. Ball and a strike. Right-handed batter waiting. Fields a backward glance at second, pitches, and a ground ball to short. Bivens, Octavio, and he didn't get to the bag in time. They were in the shift, and Octavio had to take an unfamiliar route to the bag, and everybody is safe. That'll be a fielder's choice. No out recorded. And they're loaded again with one out for Wynn Johns. Actually, they're going to charge an error to Bivens on that play. That allowed Meadows to get the second, I suppose, because of the underhand toss, but Octavio was really not at the bag. Regardless, the bases are loaded with one out and a strike to Wynn Johns, number 7 hitter rather, but the 8th man to bat in the inning. (5-3) Columbus State on top. Swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. Say hello to Kyle and Jennifer Wright checking in from down in Somerville. Cheering on Pat Monteith and the rest of the Crusaders. Find themselves in a world of hurt right now. Down 5-3, and Columbus State with the bases loaded and only one out. Fastball up. 1-2. That was the 85th pitch of the game thrown by Reese Fields, and there have been a bunch of them in this inning. One ball and 2 strikes. Desperately need an out here if you're a Crusader fan, and there it is. Strike 3 called. Drop the breaking ball in the outside corner. 2 down. Third strikeout for Fields, and Matthew McDade will become the 9th man to bat in the inning. They have scored 3 times in the inning, have the Cougars. Reese Fields' standpoint, he wants to limit the damage there. McDade looking to blow this thing open a bit. He is 0 for 2, a pop out and a strikeout. And the first pitch to him, breaking ball that misses outside, ball 1. Right-hander with the pause, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, change up down. 1-1. Brooks, the lead runner at third, Meadows at second, and Derek Wiley at first. 3 runs in the inning. The Cougars lead at 5-3, top of the 5th, 2 down. 1 ball and 1 strike to Matthew McDade, the 9th man to bat in the inning. And he pops it up. First base side, Zach Zara moving into foul territory, coming toward the coach's box, and at the far edge makes the catch. And the inning is over. But good inning for Columbus State as they put a 3 spot on the board. Leave the bases loaded, however. And halfway through the opener of this Southeast Super Regional, Cougars on top for the first time, 5-3. Noah Windhorse pitching with a lead for the first time for Columbus State here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-3 Cougars. 9-1 and 2. Bivens, Octavio, and Stringer for North Greenville. Bivens grounded to third his first time up. First pitch swinging, fly ball, right center field. Actually more straight away right field as it kind of bends that way to Derek Wiley, who puts it away, and there's 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You know Windhorse, after his team got him the lead, would love what they call a shutdown inning and get his offense back out. Octavio has flied to left and bounced out to first in 2 times up. Speaking of which, also checking in from Hawaii, Rob Naramatsu, Garrick's Pony League coach. They were a Pony League World Series team in 2013. The Pavos from Kauai are also checking in, and so is Timothy Octavio. I think this is how we got this thing rolling last year. Basically, the whole island has him tuned in. 2 balls and no strikes. He's trying to become a base runner now with his team down 2 in the 5th. 5-3, 1 out, nobody on. The 2-0. Inside ball 3. Ethan Stringer on deck. Octavio taps the head of the bat on the plate. Now waiting, the 3-0 pitch. Fastball strike, 3-1. This will be the 75th pitch for Noah Windhorst. Here it comes. And it's a fly ball, right center field. Coming over and making the running catch is the center fielder Connor Curley, and they are 2 down. So now Ethan Stringer with 2 outs and the base is empty. He's bounced back to the mound and flied to center in his 2 trips. And he chops the first pitch foul into his own dugout. Third base side, 0-1. Stringer taking his time getting back in. Windhorst shakes off a sign, now ready to go, the 0-1. Strike called on the inside corner, it's 0-2. Looking where Hunter Dilworth stands in the third base coaching box, and I use that phrase loosely because he stands about where Jose Akendo used to when Mark McGuire was playing for the Cardinals. He is about 20, 25 feet behind the third base coaching box out toward left field. Foul off, it remains 0-2. Pat Monteith on deck. 2 outs, nobody on. And a foul ball straight back. Stringer behind 0-2 and battling. Again the pitch, and it misses inside, a breaking ball. 1-2. Right-hander bringing it plateward. And a breaking ball in the air down the right field line. Wiley chasing toward the corner and in foul territory. Makes the catch near the wall. 2 in. Back out to start the 6th inning, perhaps surprisingly, is right-hander Reese Fields. He'll get the same guy who led off the last inning, Connor Curley, 9-1-2. He doubled off the wall in right field toward the line to start their 3-run fifth inning. They lead it 5-3, and that pitch is inside a ball. 90th pitch of the game for Reese Fields. The 1-0. Strike called. 1-1. Right-hander winds and delivers. Bounding ball towards Octavio at second from the outfield turf. Throws him out. Got him by a long stride, 1 out. I would imagine, in the grand scheme of things, with admittedly still a lot of baseball to be played, here in the top of the 6th inning, this is a fairly important inning for Reese Fields and for the Crusaders. He needs a bounce-back inning. Here's Isaac Boughton, 2 for 3 with an RBI and has scored a run and takes a big hack and fouls it straight back. The 0-1. Strike 2 called with a fastball, and Fields jumps out ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. (5-3) Columbus State as we play here in the top half of the 6th inning, game 1 of the Division II Southeast Super Regional. 0-2 pitch, fastball upstairs. Now the right-hander ready with the 1-2. Low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Break-even pitch. Fouled out of play right side. Again, the 2-2, and he just missed with that one. 3-2. The payoff, and he walked it. Bounced it up there, so he was ahead 0-2, and ends up walking him. That's his 4th walk issued. 1 out, 1 on for Colby Brabston, who drew one of those walks in the last inning and scored a run.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 18, Colby Brabston.
Left-handed batting DH, and the first pitch from Fields, line back into left. Stringer got turned around, but he's able to right himself and make the play, and there are 2 outs. Now Robert Brooks. 0 for 2 with a walk. That also came in the last inning. Fields with the pause and the first pitch to him. Breaking ball, and he swung through it. Kind of a spinner that hung up there a little bit. Brooks was spinning on it. 5-3 Columbus State. They bat here in the top of the 6th. Runner at first and 2 down. And Fields misses low and away on his 102nd pitch of the afternoon. 1-1 the count. And a breaking ball again, down and away, 2-1. Again, the right side of the infield wide open for him as they've gone into the shift. Outfield deep and straight away. The 2-1 pitch. Got away with another hanging breaking ball, and Brooks fouled it off his foot, rolling out to the third base side of the mound. 2-2. Trying to get Brooks, keep the runner at first and end the inning. Hold the deficit right where it is at 5-3. Fields ready with the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball in the inside corner. Rung him up. Brooks didn't like it, but he's rung up by home plate umpire Gary Keller, and the inning is over. That's the 4th strikeout for Fields, and he does get him through the 6th. No hits, a runner left, middle of the 6th. Crusaders down 5-3 here in Tigerville. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3, 4, and 5 for North Greenville. Monteith, Kloop, and center against Noah Windhorst. Monteith has singled and struck out looking, and 2 times up. Right-handed batter waiting. Windhorst delivers the first pitch, and it's a fastball up and in. Ball 1. And there's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. There's ball 2. 2 balls in a strike. The sun has found its way around the clouds, shining brightly on the turf field here as Windhorst misses outside for ball 3. There is action. Well, I say that, kind of just standing there now. Down in their bullpen, 2 Hopper to third. Backhanded by Meadows. His throw on the money, and 1 third baseman retires the other. 1 down. 7 straight retired by Windhorse now. Marek Kloop has struck out swinging. He has singled and scored a run. First pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike. The 0-1. A number back towards the mound, first base side. Windhorse gets, throws him out. 2 away. Now Josh Center, who has singled and scored a run, was hit by a pitch his last time up.
Now batting this center fielder, number 19, Josh Center.
First pitch of the right-handed batter. Pushes him off the plate inside. Each team has committed an error. Columbus State has out-hit North Greenville 8-4. They lead at 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 out, nobody on. Change-up, got the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. Foul straight back, and it's 1-2. Windhorse labored a bit through the early part of the ball game, but since the sacrifice fly by Holiday that at the time gave North Greenville the 3-2 lead back in the 4th inning, he has not allowed a base runner. 1-2 pitch, fly ball center field. Waiting on it out there is Connor Curley, and the inning is over. Second straight 3 up and 3 down inning for Noah Windhorse. 6 innings gone by here in Tigerville. First game of this Southeast Super Regional. And it's a 5-3 Columbus State lead.
Did you know more than 50,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country each year? Don't miss out on witnessing the next great moment in sports history. Find a championship near you by visiting ncaa.com/tickets. Now pitching for the Crusaders, racking pitcher number 30, Brent Herloff.
Six inning totals for Columbus State: 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 7, and for North Greenville, 3 runs, 4 hits, an error. They have left 2. New pitcher for the Crusaders as we start inning number 7, and it is one of the best they have. Brent Herlong making his 27th appearance out of the bullpen. He is 7-1 and a .203 earned run average. Has a save, 53 in the 3rd innings, 52 hits, 19 runs, only 12 earned, 40 strikeouts, 5 walks, and opponents hitting .257 against him.
Number 10, Steven Minter.
He will get 4, 5, and 6 Minter, Meadows, and Wiley here in the 7th, and the first pitch is tapped foul, third base side of the plate. Reese Fields, 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts through 105 pitches. Minner is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Came back in the 5th inning when they scored 3 runs to take the lead. 1-1 as that pitch bounced up there. Right-hander brings it. Dropped down sidearm and threw that one in the dirt. Let's go, 2-1 the count. Chop foul to the far end of the third base dugout this time. 2-2. Furlong works from the windup with nobody on base. And the 2-2 pitch. Again, he drops down sidearm, and waiting on it was Minner and hit it deep but foul down the left field line, a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stephen Minner, the cleanup hitter, leading it off here in the top of the 7th inning. And that breaking ball slapped to Monteith at third. Throw it across, and it took him off the bag, but the sweep tag by Zara got Minner, and there's 1 out. It was to the home plate side, but Zara able to get the tag on him. 5-3 on the out, 1 down. Now David Meadows, they've yet to retire this guy. 3 base hits, all singles, an RBI and a run scored.
David Meadows.
Furlong winds in his first pitch. Breaking ball low and outside. Meadows, one of just 2 seniors in their lineup, the other being the catcher, Robert Brooks. That one's fouled out of play right side. We're getting to that point of the day here. For those of you who have tuned in on broadcasts I've done before, the sun shining brightly here, it can be impossible sometimes to see the baseball coming off the bat, even on ground balls. As strange as that sounds. 2-1, pitch is low. The sun reflecting off the turf. Line drive back through the middle, 1 hop to Octavio, who was playing him perfectly, and in a bang-bang play, got him at first. 2 down. They've retired him for the first time. So Furlong's retired the first 2 he's faced, and now Derek Wiley, 2 for 3, a 2-run home run back in the 4th, his 19th of the year. And reached on a fielder's choice last time up, which they did not get an out. Loaded the bases, and it kept him on. Here's a smash past Monteith at third, down into the left field corner. That'll be extra bases. Wiley loses his helmet, flies into second base with a 2-out double, and he is now a triple shy of the cycle. And Furlong going to have to bear down a little bit now with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Win Johns 0 for 3.
Second game of left fielder, number 12, Win Johns.
They throw over to first on the off chance that he missed first base on his way to second. He did not. So Johns has flied to right, line to center, struck out looking at 3 times up. Looking for a hit here that would extend his team's lead to 6-3. Furlong trying to hold the deficit at 2, and there's a ground ball, base hit into left field. Here comes Wiley around third. He is going to score. And it is indeed a 6-3 Columbus State lead. 45th RBI of the season for Wynn Johns. 2-out double followed by a single. Produces a run. It's a 3-run Columbus State lead. Now Matthew McDade, he's 0 for 3. Pop out, a strikeout, and another pop out. 1 to second, 1 to first. Erlong will throw to first, and diving back is Johns. First pitch, breaking ball low and away. Ball 1. Again, game 2 of the Super Regional tomorrow at noon. If a game 3 is necessary, it would be 45 minutes to an hour after the completion of that one. Low with the breaking ball, 2-0. Erlong will go behind the mound, go to the rosin bag, and now right back up on top. Behind 2 balls and no strikes, looking for an elusive 3rd out of the inning, and he misses. Nope. Late call by home plate umpire Gary Keller. Strike 1. 2-1. Now Octavio will move into the shift just to the left of second base, opening up a huge hole on the right side. Drops down sidearm. The fastball stays up and away. 3-1. Got the first 2 outs routinely. Minner ground to third, Meadows to second, but Wiley doubled into the corner. John singled him in to make it 6-3 Columbus State, and now 3-1 on Matthew McDade. And a good breaking ball. Got the outside corner, 3-2. So at 2 outs, Zara will move behind the runner at first, and Johns will be running on the pitch. 3-2 on Matthew McDade with the number 9 hitter Connor Curley waiting on deck. There goes the runner, and it's pulled foul just outside of third. So we'll do it all over again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Erlong sets and pitches with the runner going, and it's banged into the hole, backhanded by Bivens. Long throw and dug out by Zara. Nice play on both ends to end the inning. Bivens going far to his right to backhand it, and Zara on the short hop, digging it out. But Columbus State gets a run on 2 hits and a runner left. And we are at the 7th inning stretch here in Tigerville. Cougars on top of North Greenville, 6-3. Dan Scott with you here at Ray and B. Dillard Field, Bomar Family Stadium, Tigerville, South Carolina. North Greenville University hosting this Super Regional, trailing Columbus State by a score of 6-3 as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning. 6, 7, and 8. Zara, Holiday, and Cash. Noah Windhorst still out there for the Cougars, and his 93rd pitch of the game is a strike to Zara, who has doubled and scored and reached on a fielder's choice. The 0-1. Check the swing on a changeup down. They appeal. Third base umpire Kevin Spizey flashes the safe sign. 1-1. I had a base runner since Josh Center was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. Then this guy, a fielder's choice ground ball that forced Center at second base, and that started a string of what has been 9 consecutive outs recorded by Windhorst. Fouls that one off, holding it 1-2. Holiday sacrifice fly after that fielder's choice ground ball by Zara made it 3-2 North Greenville at the time, but Columbus State 3 in the 5th, 1 here in the top of the 7th. There's a line drive, base hit into center field by Zara. And that stops the string at 9 in a row. Now Holiday, who has been up twice and both times has delivered sacrifice flies. Got a right-hander, a submarining right-hander throwing down in the Columbus State bullpen. Leo Giannone, a freshman, getting loose. And the first pitch to Holiday's up and in a ball. Jack's Cash on deck. Anybody else gets on? Corey Bivens. Zach Zara, the leadoff single here in the 7th with his team down 6-3. The 1-0 to Holiday. And a breaking ball hit hard and off the glove of the third baseman Meadows, down into foul territory in left field. That will end up being a double for Holiday. They're at second and third with nobody out, and here come the Crusaders. Meadows going down backhanded style, just got his glove on it. Holiday's 9th two-base hit of the year. And here comes Greg Appleton. And he is looking down to the bullpen. He has not made the signal yet, or has he? Yes, he has. So we've got a break in the action. North Greenville trying to rally here in the 7th, down 6-3. We'll be back to tell you about the new pitcher in a moment. New pitcher for Columbus State is, as mentioned, submarining right-hander Leo Giannone. He is a freshman, 6'2", 210-pounder from Marietta, Georgia. Started his collegiate career at Mercer University in the Southern Conference. He's had a good season. This will be his 21st appearance, all out of the bullpen, 3-1, a 342 earned run average. Has a save, 26 in the third innings, 21 hits, 10 runs, all earned, 30 strikeouts, 9 walks, and opponents hitting just 221 against him. In that 26 in the third innings, he has allowed just 1 home run. Noah Windhorst did a nice job of hanging around. Exits with a 3-run lead, runners at second and third and nobody out. 7 innings plus, 6 hits. The 3 runs so far, 2 on his responsibility. No walks, 2 strikeouts, hit a batter through 99 pitches. So here is Jack's, well, no, Jack's Cash is due up. And we are going to get a pinch hitter. Campbell Connard, a left-handed hitter, is going to hit for Jack's Cash. And will stay in to catch. And the first pitch to him is down and in a ball. Connard's a redshirt freshman out of Horseshoe, North Carolina. He started his career at East Tennessee State University. And he hits a soft line drive to the shortstop. Run will score. Now they've got the runner Holiday hung up between second and third. As Zara crosses, the tag put on Holiday. Not good base running there. That plays right in front of him. Connor gets a fielder's choice RBI to make it 6-4, and Holiday is out 6-5 for the first out of the inning. Now Corey Bivens with a runner at first and one down. Bivens has bounced to third and flied to right and 2 times up. First pitch to him is grounded right back over the mound into center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Connard. And the difference you have there is I don't know if Holiday scores on that or not. But instead of first and second with one out, you'd have first and third with one out, or maybe just a runner at third. I don't know. It could have gone either way. But I don't think Holiday would have scored on that. So we'll see if it plays a role in this or not. We go back to the top of the order for Octavio, who's 0 for 3. Tying runs are aboard here in the 7th. A run is scored for North Greenville. They trail it 6-4. Octavio is flied to left, bounced to first, flied to center. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. He turned his back on a breaking ball on the inside corner. Infield looking for a double play ground ball. A lot of room on the left side for Octavio with the shortstop Boughton shading up the middle. The 0-1, and he flares one foul down the third base side, out of play. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Leo Giannone on in place of the starter, Noah Windhorst. The run that scored in the inning is his responsibility, and he's done, actually. 4 runs, all earned, charged to him. The 0-2 pitch, and Octavio strikes out swinging. 2 down. Now Ethan Stringer, he's also 0 for 3. Bounced back to the mound and a pair of fly balls, 1 to center, 1 to right.
Now batting mid-left fielder, number 4, Ethan Stringer.
Looking for a 2-out hit here that could get him within a run. 6-4 Columbus State. And Giannone with the first pitch, and it's pulled foul off the facing of the third base dugout, ricocheting out toward third base umpire Kevin Spivey. No balls and a strike. Sun, for the moment anyway, has dropped in behind a cloud again. Entire field in the shade as the 0-1 comes, and it misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Connard, the lead run at second. Lead runner at second. Bivens at first with 2 down. The 1-1 pitch. And a high bounding ball. The second baseman has to wait. Fields head high, throws. And McDade retires Stringer, and the inning is over. Had to wait on that AstroTurf chop, or that field turf chop, to come down. And the Crusaders have to settle for a single run in the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left after 7. It's a 6-4 Columbus State lead here in Tigerville. Top of the 8th inning, 6-4 Columbus State, and a new pitcher for North Greenville, left-hander Dawson Taylor, redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 210-pounder out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina. Taylor on the season making his 22nd appearance, all in relief, 2-0, 320 earned run average with a save. 19 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 11 runs, 7 earned, 31 strikeouts, 14 walks, and opponents hitting 192 against him. Crusaders, by the way, are without one of the main arms in their bullpen. Nate Roof is suffering from a bout of mono, and he is not active. They're hoping, if they are fortunate enough to win the Super Regional, that both he and John Michael Thale would be available for the D2 College World Series beginning June the 4th. Brent Herlong, an inning, 2 hits, a run earned, no walks or strikeouts. So now it's Dawson Taylor, and he gets Connor Curley, the left-handed batting number 9 hitter, to lead it off, and it's strike 1. Curley 1 for 2, a double, and scored a run. He's also drawn a walk. Taylor works from the stretch full time, and that pitch misses maybe a little bit low. 1-1 the count. 9-1-2. Curley, Boughton, and Brabston, 2 of the 3 hitters left-handed, which perhaps is why Taylor is out there. And a bunt, drag, first base side. Taylor can't get it. That'll be a base hit. By the time he did run it down, it was too late. Waited for a moment because it was a high bounce off the turf, but it was perfectly placed. And Taylor couldn't get there, and that's an infield single. Hit number 11 is the bunt base hit, and Connor Curley, the number 9 hitter, has been on 3 times now. Back to the top of the order for Isaac Boughton. He's also been on 3 times. 2 singles, a walk, RBI, and a run scored. And the first pitch to him, outside ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and a leisurely toss over to first base. Now the 1-0. Fouled right side out of play. One and one the count to Isaac Boughton, and another throw over to first base. This one not quite as leisurely. Sun is back out in full force. If you don't live in this area, since Tuesday we have had our share of bad weather, some severe thunderstorms, but good forecast for today and tomorrow. Strike call on the inside corner, 1-2. A couple of the storms that came through here was batting down the hatches time. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boughton. Pitch. And a breaking ball that got away from him and got to the screen on the fly. It's a major league wild pitch, and Curley advances to second base. He's there with nobody out, 2-2 on Boughton. So leading 6-4 here in the top of the 8th inning. They've got an opportunity to get that run back that North Greenville got in the bottom of the 7th and push the lead back to 3 with Curley at second and nobody out. 2-2 pitch to Boughton, and he struck him out swinging, got him to chase a fastball up and away. And there's one down. Now Colby Brabston. He's 0 for 3, but he has walked and scored a run. Scored in their 3-run 5th inning. Left-handed batting DH. Robert Brooks. Their power plant waiting on deck. Lefty-lefty matchup, and a chopper to the third base side. Taylor Getz has to square up and throw, and he got him. Left-hander, so he had to get it and do a 180. Moving up to third base is Curley. 2 down. Now let's see if they'll pitch to Brooks, or they're going to put him on. Looks like they're going to pitch to him. The first base open. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. Came in at .394 with 21 homers and 83 runs batted in. And the first pitch to him is high ball 1. Goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway, for both of these teams. In a 2-run game in the 8th inning, that is a huge run on third with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. Taylor pitching, and strike 1 called on the inside corner. Last time, Brooks was called out on a similar pitch. Didn't agree with the call. That time had no reaction to the call by Gary Keller. The 1-1 upstairs with the fastball. 2-1. Brooks steps out of the box for a moment, now back in. Taylor with a big, deep breath. Ball on his left hand behind his back. Gets the sign. Now he comes set. The 2-1 pitch. And he missed high and outside again. 3-1. By the way, as mentioned, Campbell Connard stayed in the game after pinch hitting for Jax Cash. He is behind the plate. 3 balls and a strike, and now Connard's going to go out and talk to his left-hander. I mean, this is a stretch in their lineup where It's kind of pick your poison. Yeah, Brooks is the guy with the best numbers, but Minter on deck drove in a run earlier today, his 70th RBI of the season. David Meadows behind him has 3 hits, and Derek Wiley also 3 hits, including his 19th home run of the year. And he's hitting 6th. 3 balls and a strike. Taylor bringing it. And it's popped up down beyond first, and that'll get back out of play. Over by the bullpen. 3-2. Taylor gets the new baseball, rubs it up behind the rubber, adjusts his cap. Goes to his mouth and gets a handful of dirt. Tugs at the bill of the cap one more time and now toes the rubber. Runner at third, 2 down. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Robert Brooks. The payoff pitch. And it's in the air again to right field. Marek Kloop moving toward the line. Shallow makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Taylor does the job. He strands the runner. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. North Greenville still trailing Columbus State 6-4. Leo Giannone, who got out of the jam in the 7th inning, came on with runners at second and third and nobody out, and only allowed 1 of the 2 inherited runners to score. He'll begin the 8th, and he'll get 3, 4, and 5. Monteith, Kloop, and Center will apply their individual and collective talents against the submarining right-hander. Pat Monteith, 1 for 3. He singled back in the first. Since then, he has struck out looking and bounced to third. And the first pitch to him misses inside a ball. Brooks double clutched on his throw back. He thought that was a strike. The 1-0. And same pitch, same spot, same result. Ball 2. Right-hander brings it. And he takes a strike. Monteith's taken all the way. 2-1. And he pulls this one foul down beyond the batting cages. Left field side. And Giannone's come back to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. North Greenville scored first. 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Columbus State tied it with 2 in the 4th. Crusaders untied it with 1 in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2 pitch is strike 3 called on the outside corner. And there's 1 out. Second strikeout for Giannone. Cougars put 3 up in the 5th inning. Added 1 in the 7th. North Greenville got 1 in the bottom of the 7th, and that's where we are, 6-4. Now Marek Kloop, 1 for 3 with a run scored. He takes ball 1. The 1-0. And Kloop fouls it out of play down the right field side. Ball and a strike. Josh Center on deck. Anybody gets on, Zach Zara would hit. Kloop fouls another one back, and he's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander sets and is 1-2. Strike 3 called. Outside corner. With that submarine style action, that fastball is going to have some comeback to it. So it started off the plate outside just like it did with Monteith, and it came back and got the corner, in the opinion of Gary Keller. Now Josh Center, who has singled and scored, been hit by a pitch and flied to center field. And he takes a spinning breaking ball upstairs for a ball. 6-4. Columbus State leads it here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a strike at the knees. 1-1. Outside corner with the fastball. It's 1-2. His right-handed hitters are giving up on that pitch, and it's coming back over the corner. And now Center finds himself in a 1-ball, 2-strike hole. Giannone trying to strike out the side here in the 8th. The 1-2, and he just missed that time. Tried the same pitch, and that time it did not quite come back far enough. 2-2. Here's the break-even pitch, and he got a piece to stay alive. Fouled it back to the screen. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the break-even, and a ground ball to second. To his left is McDade. He throws out center. And it's a 1-2-3 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Columbus State coming to bat, and they still lead it 6-4.
Now the man for the Crusaders, right-handed pitcher number 3, Tristan Hudson.
Ninth inning. Columbus State coming to bat, leading 6-4, and they'll be hitting off of the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for North Greenville. It is right-hander Tristan Hudson. He's a senior, redshirt senior, in fact, 6'3", 185-pounder. Salem, South Carolina, via West Virginia University. He has been the best they have to offer out of the bullpen. This will be his 25th appearance, all in relief, 3-0, a 146 earned run average, and 5 of their 8 saves. 37 innings, 17 hits, 6 runs earned, 46 strikeouts, 17 walks, and opponents hitting a minuscule 137 against him. Dawson Taylor, an inning, a hit, a strikeout. 4, 5, and 6 due up. And the first pitch to the cleanup hitter, Stephen Minner, is a strike on the outside corner. And that one is tapped back toward the mound, right along the first baseline. Hudson picks it up, throws on to first, and Minner's retired. It's a swinging bunt. Now, wait a minute. They're saying he is safe at first base. What happened? Now Landon Powell is coming out. I don't know if they called catcher's interference or what, but Powell and home plate umpire Gary Keller are talking just to the left of home plate. It's the only thing I can think of is that catcher's interference was called, and because the ball was put in play, Keller was waiting to see how the play ended up. Powell still pleading his case, and Keller patiently listening, hands on hips. It's another look. I'll see if we can tell anything from behind home plate. Didn't. Oh, they're actually calling interference on Campbell Connor on that little squibber as he got out of his crouch to go try to chase down the baseball. There was a collision, mild as it was, between he and the runner or the hitter, Minner, on a play that he had no shot of getting to first base, but because of that collision, they have called literally fielder's interference, and that'll be an error on Campbell Connor, and the conversation is still going on. That's good camera work, guys. Nice job on that replay. And now Powell has at least gotten all 4 umpires to talk about it. Here's another look. My thing would be how far out in front of the plate and away from the baseline Stephen Minner went. I mean, the catcher has a right to get out and make a play on the ball, just as the runner has a right to get up the first baseline. But if you look at that again, and maybe the high home plate camera can show you better, well, watch this, how he runs out, how far out he goes out of the baseline. And I think that was Landon Powell's argument. So the conversation between the umpires still going on here. It's either going to be a fielder's interference on the catcher Campbell Connor or a 1-3 putout. Right now it's been scored interference, and Minner's at first base. All the while Tristan Hudson just lightly playing catch with third baseman Pat Monteith to stay loose. As our umpiring crew, halfway between the mound and the third baseline, continue to talk about this. One more look. And they are going to leave the call as it was. So it'll go as an E2. Fielder's interference, and Minner safe at first base. Powell still out now, talking with third base umpire Gary Keller from in front of the dugout, to no avail. So David Meadows, who is 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored, will bat with a runner at first and 1 down. Finally got him out last time up with a ground ball to second base. And they've got him picked off. Throw to first, throw down to second. Octavio throws it back to Zara, who will run him towards second. Got it to Bivens, and they put the tag on him for the out. 1-3, to 4 to 3 to 6. 1-3, 4-3, 6 for the first out of the inning. So after all that, it ends up being much ado about nothing. First pitch to Meadows. He shows bunt, takes a breaking ball outside a ball. By the way, in the Crusader ninth, 6, 7, and 8, Zara, Holiday, and Connard due up. And it's likely they'll be hitting off of Cougar closer Peyton Burton, but we'll see. There's a strike, 2-1. 6-4, Columbus State leading it. Everything under so much scrutiny in a game like this with what's on the line. Breaking ball, strike 2 called inside corner, 2-2. First game of the Super Regional. 2 out of 3 to go to the College World Series. 2-2 pitch. Bounce the breaking ball up there, 3-2. Derek Wiley waiting on deck. Hudson with the payoff, and it's pulled foul, another breaking ball. Holding it 3-2. Right-hander winds, and again the payoff pitch, and he hit him. Breaking ball got away from him. And on down to first base goes Meadows. And now here's Wiley, who is a triple short of the cycle. Singled in the second, 2-run homer in the fourth. Fielder's choice ground ball in the fifth, doubled and scored in the seventh. His home run was his 19th of the season, now 66 runs batted in. And that breaking ball misses inside a ball. 6-11-1 for Columbus State, 4-7-2 for the Crusaders. Hudson ready? Nope, he'll throw to first. One ball, no strikes, runner goes. Pitch is swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Kloop into foul territory, and he runs out of room down beyond their bullpen. 1-1. So Greg Appleton starting the runner there, trying to generate something, and Wiley fouls it away. 1-1 the count. Runner goes again. Pitch is taken for a ball, and the throw by Campbell Connor goes into center field. But backing it up was Josh Center. No further movement by Meadows. Stolen base has him in scoring position. That's his 25th steal of the season. He's been caught 3 times, one of those today. Two and one. That is a big run out there. Dancing off the bag. Now pitching is Hudson. And a fly ball into left. Sinking line drive that Stringer battled and made the catch as he went into a squat. 2 down. Now Wynn Johns, 1 for 4. He had a base hit his last time up that drove in the run that is their 6th run of the game. Hudson trying to strand that runner at second, keep the deficit at 2, heading to the bottom of the 9th. And John swings and misses at a slider, 0-1. Again in the 9th, 6, 7, and 8 due up. Holiday, Connard, and Bivens. Hudson with the 0-1 pitch. Nope, he bluffs back towards second base, and one of the few times As this game has gone on, just for a moment there, it got almost deathly silent. Now the 0-1. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Meadows doing his best to try and distract Hudson. Really dancing off the bag. He starts that lead moving backwards and then comes forward, as you're taught to do. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 2-2. Hudson keeping, as he should in this case, with 2 outs, his concentration on the guy at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-hander brings it, and a ground ball to third. Monteith will run at the runner who stopped, and he chases him down and puts the tag on him. Meadows trying to distract him, but went a little too far, and Monteith able to run him down. So the fielder's choice, they strand a runner. There was an error, no hits. Last round up for the Crusaders, bottom of the 9th. They trail it 6-4. Bottom of the 9th, North Greenville coming to bat, trailing it by 2, 6-4, and they will be hitting off of a new pitcher. As we anticipated, Greg Appleton going to his closer, sophomore right-hander Peyton Burton, 6'3", 175 pounds from Phoenix City, Alabama. Burton on the season. This will be his 27th appearance, all in relief, 4-1, a 2.01 earned run average, 5 of their 10 saves. 40 in the 3rd innings, 29 hits, 12 runs, 9 earned, 38 strikeouts, 10 walks, and opponents hitting 195 off of him. We mentioned that in their regional championship win over Wingate, he, in the 8th inning, gave up a pinch hit grand slam home run that brought Wingate within 8-7. Got out of that and then pitched a perfect 9th to nail it down. He'll get Zach Zara to lead it off, and the first pitch in there for a strike. Zara 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. One of those hits a double. Burton works from the stretch full time, and that pitch is outside the ball, 1-1. Long, lanky, right-handed reliever. And fouled behind the plate. Chop foul, 1-2. Starting pitchers are the pitchers of record. Windhurst would improve to 9-3. Fields would fall to 9-3. Burton in line for his 6th save, but he's got to get 3 outs. And Zara lifts it in the air down the left field line. That'll twist foul and land in the netting atop the batting cages. Jordan Holiday in the on-deck circle. Zara hanging around. This is what he did his last at bat. He got behind. I'm sorry, it was 2 at-bats ago. Last time I think he hit either the first or second pitch for a base hit. But he got behind 1-2 and fouled off a bunch of pitches back in the 4th inning before hitting a fielder's choice ground ball. The 1-2 here, and he strikes out swinging. 1 down. That's big because you got a guy coming to the plate now with big-time power. But the worst he can do to you here is a solo homer to cut the lead to 1. Holiday is 1 for 1 officially with a pair of sacrifice flies. He doubled in the 7th. And he swings at this one and lines it into left center field for a base hit. Landon Powell watched him take batting practice today and said because of that round of BP, that's why he was in the starting lineup, and he has rewarded that faithfulness. 2 for 2 with those 2 sacrifice flies. Now Holiday's going to be taken down. And we'll get a pinch runner at first base. It's Bryce Roddy, freshman infielder. So better speed. Connor drove in a run with a fielder's choice ground ball. He lines it into left center field for a base hit on the first pitch. And the tying runs are on. The winning run comes to the plate in the person of Corey Bibbins. Bibbins singled his last time up. He's got 11 home runs on the season, so this guy's got the power to end this thing with 1 swing. And just as you would expect between 2 nationally ranked teams, the number 1 Crusaders, the number 9 Cougars, like a heavyweight fight, it's going to come down to the last punch. Tying runs aboard. Winning run at the plate. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. 6-4 Cougars. And here's the first pitch to Bivens. And a check swing roller up the third baseline. Fielded by Meadows. His throw in time to get Bivens. Now the tying runs are both in scoring position, but there are 2 outs as we go back to the top of the order for Garrig Octavio. An excuse me swing. He didn't mean to. And a nice play by Meadows, gloving it and throwing all in one motion on the run to get Bivens. Octavio is 0 for 4. Roddy, the pinch runner at third. Connor, the tying run at second here in the 9th with 2 down. And Peyton Burton from the stretch pitching, and it's down and in a ball. Ethan Stringer would be next. Octavio with 1 home run on the season. Not thinking about that right now, just looking for a hole somewhere. The base hit that could score 2 and tie this thing up in the 9th inning. 2 on, 2 out, down 2 in the 9th. And a strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. They are on the edge of their seat in Hilo, Hawaii right now. Dad Luke, who made the long flight here in the stands, hoping that his son can keep this thing going. The 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. They appeal. Third base umpire Gary Keller says he did not go. 2-1. Choking up about an inch on the bat is Octavio. Playing him pretty much straight up on the infield, but both the shortstop and second baseman back at the edge of the turf. Outfield straight away, the 2-1. And it's popped up off of third. Meadows over, will not have a play, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The balance of this game literally rests on 1 pitch. Burton, a pitch away from ending it. Octavio, a base hit away from tying it up. The 2-2. And he fouls it away again, third base side. and out of play. Gary Keller gets a new supply of baseballs delivered out of the third base dugout. Deuces wild here in the ninth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. North Greenville down 2. Tying runs in scoring position. Again, Burton ready with the 2-2 pitch to Octavio. Here it comes, and it's grounded over the mound. There is the shortstop, Boughton, and his throw. He won't make a throw. He held on to it. Scoring is Roddy to make it a 6-5 game. And Connard advances to third base. Octavio now the winning run at first with 2 down. Infield single. And now a wild one can tie it up. Pitching coach Perez Knowles, who in 2018 was the winning pitcher when Columbus State eliminated North Greenville. They eliminated them in the regional here last year by a score of 10-9, and here we are in the first game of the Super Regional with another 1-run game. Ethan Stringer, like Octavio, before that base hit, 0 for 4. Tying run at third, winning run at first with 2 down in the ninth. Stringer steps in. And Burton gets the sign and comes set. And his first pitch is swung on and fouled back. Breaking ball. Pat Monteith on deck. High drama at the old Ball Orchard. First game of the Super Regional. Team that wins this one will need to win just 1 tomorrow. No balls in the strike. The pitch. And a ground ball up the middle, into center field, a base hit. Tying run scores. Octavio on his way to third. He is in with a headlong slide. The shortstop Boughton dove for it, got his glove on it to slow it down, but that's all. And Octavio able to come all the way around to third after Connard scored, and we're tied at 6. And now the winning run 90 feet away for Pat Monteith with 2 down. RBI 34 for Ethan Stringer. And now he has a chance, does Monteith, to wear the laurel of hero. He is 1 out of 4. Struck out looking his last time up. And the first baseman is going to play behind Ethan Stringer, so if he wants to go to second, they're going to give him second base. Pat Monteith at the plate with the winning run at third, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. And he took a cut like he was trying to hit a 3-run home run to win it. He doesn't need that. He needs a base hit somewhere. And wouldn't it be something after that swing with both corner infielders playing back if he dropped a bunt down? No balls and a strike to him. Runner at first goes, and there's strike 2 called. Defensive indifference. That run means nothing. The only thing that does is take the force off. And now Monteith in a no-ball 2-strike hole. He's either going to win it or we're going to extra innings. Octavio at third. He's the winning run with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out swinging on a breaking ball that hung up. And Monteith took a huge swing, swung through it. He is struck out for the 3rd time. But we have free baseball in the first game of this Super Regional as a pair of 2-out run-scoring hits in the bottom of the 9th tie the game. We go to the 10th. North Greenville 6, Columbus State 6. 10th inning. 6-6 the score. Tristan Hudson back out there. He pitched around minor difficulty in the ninth. He'll get 8, 9, and 1, and the first pitch to Matthew McDade is in for a strike. One thing I love about playing college baseball at this level, swing and a miss. There is no starting extra innings with a runner at second base. You played baseball for 9 innings, you're going to play baseball for 10 or beyond. 1-1. And a ground ball foul just outside of third. Ball and 2 strikes. McDade 0 for 4. 2 pop-outs, a strikeout, and a ground ball to short. McDade, Curley, and Boughton, 8, 9, and 1. And then in the Crusader 10th, middle third of the order, Kloop, Center, and Zara. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hudson pitching, and breaking ball low and away, 2-2. Six, 11, and 2 for North Greenville. 6, 11, and 1 for Columbus State. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Dropped a breaking ball on him, and McDade knew it. 1 down. First strikeout for Hudson. Now Connor Curley. He has been an irritant, and that's in a good way if you're a Columbus State fan, in the number 9 spot. 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Left-handed batter. Hudson working from the windup, and the first pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. Now Bivens is going to move the shortstop to the second base side of the bag, so they're in the shift for him. Another breaking ball, another strike. And Hudson ahead 0-2. Isaac Boughton, the leadoff hitter, on deck. 6-6 in the top of the 10th inning. Hudson peering from behind his glove. And now time called at the plate. Holds the glove up in front of his face with the ball in his right hand inside the glove, and all you can see between the bill of the cap and the top of the glove are his eyes. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball pulled foul down the first baseline. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out deep, top of the 10th inning. 6-6 score. Hudson again with the 0-2. And he missed down and in with an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Again, the right-hander with a long look. Now the 1-2 pitch. And the breaking ball low, 2-2. So Curley making him work. Two balls and 2 strikes. Break-even pitch. And strike 3 called, a fastball. He had thrown breaking ball after breaking ball after breaking ball, and got him with the fastball on the outside corner for the second out. And now back to the top for Isaac Boughton, who's 2 for 4 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. Both of those came in the 5th when they put 3 on the board. Back-to-back 2-out run-scoring hits by Octavio and Stringer tied it in the 9th. And that's why we're playing here in the 10th. That breaking ball misses inside to the right-handed batting Boughton. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chased that good slider down and away. 1-1 the count. Hudson trying to set him down in order here in the 10th. And that breaking ball stayed up, but it was chopped foul. There's a left-hander warming up, or has been warming up, now just kind of playing the role of spectator down in the Columbus State bullpen. Hudson with the 1-2. And that's pulled foul down beyond third. Holding it a ball and 2 strikes. want to leave that breaking ball hanging up on the inner part of the plate like that. Boughton's got 10 home runs on the season. Again, the 1-2 pitch. And that foul ball on another breaking ball that kind of hung there a little bit, got home plate umpire Gary Keller, and Campbell Connor will walk the ball back out to the mound and give Keller time to get his bearings about him. He bangs his hands together and says, "Let's go." Boughton settling back into the box. Again, Hudson trying to put him away with the 1-2 pitch. And fouled off a fastball to stay alive. Came inside with the fastball. Let's see if they go back away from him, down and away with the slider. Right-hander kicks, and again the 1-2. And he came inside and he hit him. Got him on the hand, and that will extend the inning for the left-handed batting DH, Colby Brabston. That's the 13th time this season Boughton's been hit by a pitch. Second one they've had in the game, their 81st of the season, and now Brabston, 0 for 4 with a walk and a run scored, will get one more shot at the plate. And you want to get this guy and not have to face the dangerous Robert Brooks. Not that Brabston's a walk in the park. First pitch to him is way outside a ball. 6-6 score here in the top of the 10th inning. 2 out, hit by pitch has Isaac Boughton at first for the Cougars. 1 ball, no strikes on Colby Brabston. Hudson with the pause and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boughton, if you're thinking stolen base, we're talking about how both of these teams like to run. Isaac Boughton has not attempted a stolen base this season. 1 ball and 1 strike to Colby Brabston. The pitch, and he misses outside, does Tristan Hudson. 2-1. Hudson trying to get Brabston, keep Brooks in the on-deck circle, and get his team to the plate in the 10th in a tie game. The 2-1. Misses outside. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Left-handed batter waiting. Hudson pitching. And strike 2 call to breaking ball, and he's come back to run it full at 3-2. Did you expect anything else with 2 nationally ranked teams in a super regional? Here comes the payoff, the runner moving, and a ground ball to the right side. There's Octavio. Nobody at first. Now Hudson gets there, and he got it. Wow. Zara took himself out of the play, and Hudson got there just ahead of the diving Brabston. 4-1 on the out. Inning is over. They strand a runner. Go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Crusaders need a run to win it. 6-6 the score here in Tigerville. Watch it again as we go to break. Bottom of the 10th inning here in Tigerville. Game 1 of the Division II Southeast Super Regional. 6-6 the score. Peyton Burton, the closer who gave up the 2 tying runs in the 9th, back out for the 10th, and he will pitch to the Conference Carolinas Player of the Year, Marek Kloop, who is 1 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. Crusaders need a run to end it, and the first pitch is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Kloop was obviously not expecting that on the first pitch. Kloop, center, and Zara due up, and that breaking ball on the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. Kloop waving the bat around. Burton works from the stretch full time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a ground ball pulled to third. Big hop for Meadows, who dropped it, picks it up, throws high. And safe at first is Kloop. Routine ground ball. The last hop came up. It was more of a true hop, but I don't know if he was expecting it. That's the 8th error of the year on David Meadows, and the winning run is aboard here in the 10th. For Josh Center, who is 1 for 3 with a run scored, he's also been hit by a pitch. And thinking of the stolen base, Marek Kloop, 26 of 28. Now timeout called. Landon Powell wants to have an offensive conference with his senior center fielder before he steps into the batter's box. Talk still going on. Center has 2 sacrifice bunts on the year, if you're thinking that. All right, he's in there. And here comes the first pitch to him, and it's in there for a strike, a fastball. Mentioned it earlier, this guy has had the knack of coming up with some awfully big hits over the last couple of seasons. The 0-1 breaking ball backed up on him, and it's popped out into shallow right field where Derek Wiley is waiting on it to come down, and there's 1 out. Now Zach Zara, who's 2 for 4, a double, a single, and 2 runs scored. Last time up, he struck out swinging. And remember, in the on-deck circle, instead of Jordan Holiday in the DH spot, Bryce Roddy is there. He pinch ran and scored the first of the 2 runs in the 9th inning. First pitch to Zara, low for a ball. So in the top of the 10th inning, Columbus State got a runner on with 2 outs. Kloop reaches on the error to lead off the bottom of the 10th inning. He's still at first with 1 down. The 1-0, way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Line score identical, 6-11-2 for both teams. Two balls, no strikes to Zara, and the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Crusaders have stranded 6. Columbus State has left 11. 2-1. He's gone. Pitch is taken for a ball. Throw down is not in time. He squared the bunt. Did not offer at it. Home plate umpire says 2-1, but it's 3-1. Now he corrects it. So the stolen base for Kloop, and the winning run in scoring position now with 1 down and a 3-1 count on Zara. Now a base hit can win it. The 3-1. And strike 2 called. 3-2 on Zach Zara. Outfield straight away for him. Here comes the payoff. And it's strike 3 called on the inside corner. 2 down. Third strikeout for Peyton Burton. And now Bryce Roddy will bat for the first time. 344 in limited playing time this season. 11 for 32 with 4 runs batted in for the freshman. He started 3 games. This is his 18th appearance. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. If we get to the 11th, 3, 4, and 5 for Columbus State. Brooks, Minter, and Meadows. No balls and a strike. Winning run at second with 2 down here in the 10th. Roddy, the freshman at the plate, the 0-1. And he fouls at third base side. He's behind no balls and 2 strikes. Campbell Connard would be next. Roddy in a big hole at 0-2. Burton with the pause and the pitch. And a line drive. Base hit. Center field. Here comes Kloop around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. Bryce Roddy delivers. And the Crusaders win it. They are chasing Roddy out around shortstop, running him into short left field and beating him to a mortal pulp. On an 0-2 pitch, the freshman delivers a game-winning base hit, and the Crusaders, who were down by 2 entering the 9th, come off the mat to win the first game of this Super Regional by a final score of 7-6 over the Cougars. Holy Toledo. Roddy entered the game as a pinch runner in the 9th, scored the first of the 2 runs, and all 3 of the runs scored in the 9th and 10th came via the 2-out base hit. Octavio and Stringer back-to-back in the 9th to tie it, and Roddy on an 0-2 pitch lines a single into left center field that scored Kloop with an unearned run to win it for the Crusaders. 7 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, 7 left for North Greenville, 6, 11, 2, and 11 left on for Columbus State. Winning pitcher is Tristan Hudson. He is now 3-0 on the season. The loser, Peyton Burton, 4 up and 2 down. And the game took 3 hours and 18 minutes to play here in Tigerville. North Greenville is now 49-9. Columbus State 45-12. Game 2 of the Super Regional tomorrow at noon. Crusaders a win away from advancing to the College World Series for the first time.